Hello, in this tutorial we're going to look at how to upload our WordPress website to our online hosting platform, or in simple terms, how to upload our website online. Things you need to understand before you attempt to upload website online are hosting, cPanel, and how domains work. First thing first, let's head over to our WordPress website and see if it's still working before we begin the whole process. So I'm going to open up XAMPP and go ahead and start our server. I'll start Apache and MySQL, then head over to localhost, my browser, / my website name. In our case, it is WordPress. This website, we looked at it during our online class, and it's a simple one-page website, just a sample website, doesn't matter. So I'm going to migrate this website from our localhost or offline to online. If you don't have a domain, just head over to Namecheap and get yourself a domain and also hosting plan. When you're done buying your domain, you can head over to your domain name. In our case, it is codeforuganda.org. So when you head over to your domain, when you have bought the domain, it's gonna be empty. And it's gonna look something like this. It's gonna look like this, minus some other folders which had created prior to recording this video. Simply head over to your domain, so in our case codeforuganda.org. Then at the end of the domain, let's say /cPanel. So this time it will take us to the cPanel or the control panel. And then when you head over to your control panel, you will see some kind of an interface. It may or may not look like the way you are seeing it in our case, but it doesn't matter whether yours looks different from mine or whether the interface is a bit old or new, as long as you can navigate it and get the required paths. What you need to focus on mostly are at least 3 things: the file manager, the databases, and the domains. So what you know, the file manager works just like your normal file manager. You can simply create new folders, new files. Mostly of the functionality of file manager. The folder that you should focus on this tutorial, the main folder, which is public_html. Public_html is the default root for our domain to be our root. So we need to upload our WordPress folder, but most hosting platforms don't allow us to upload folders, but we can upload a zip file. Let us go ahead and zip our WordPress folder. Go ahead and go back to your browser, then go to htdocs, then select your folder or your website and zip. Click on the folder, click on the share tab, then click on zip. So after zipping our folder, we're going to upload our folder to our file manager inside our domain or our hosting platform. So let us upload. The upload speed will be based on how fast your internet is. So let us go ahead and wait for it to upload. So remember one thing, when it's uploading, it has to upload until the blue stripe becomes green. Make sure you're 100%, but if the blue stripe is not green, it will not be fully uploaded. So wait for it to first turn green, which will show you that our folder or our zip file has been uploaded successfully. Alright, so our progress bar or stripe has turned green and showing 100%, meaning our website or our file has uploaded successfully. Let us go back to our file manager by clicking on the link that says /code/public_html. When we go back to our file manager, you can see our zip folder and you can right click and unzip it. The zipping process will take a couple of seconds. You see a pop-up which allows you to close. You can close it, meaning you have successfully unzipped. So before we continue, you can check our WordPress site is working. So let's head over to Code for Your Garden one more time so we can check our WordPress folder if it's working. So by going to our domain, in my case, codeforyourghana.org, so I can simply click on the WordPress folder and you can see an error because our offline database and our own databases are different. Previously in our online class, when we looked at creating a database, we used phpMyAdmin, but in most cases in the cPanel, rather use MySQL databases or MySQL database wizard. So click on it. It will take us to this interface which allows us to create a database and also create a user. You create a database, so I'm going to go ahead and name it the same name. So I'll say code_WordPress. Then I'll come here again. Then I say add. It will add. Then go back to the interface one more time. Scroll down. The next part is add user. Then I'll add the user. I'll use the same name, a WordPress. Same here. And I put the password. I'm going to use a strong password. And also, the cPanel can allow you to use a weak password. So I'm going to use a password which has both unique characters, upper cases and lower cases. So I'll choose my password. So I type the password. Then I type it again. Then after that, I click add. Then I go back one more time to the page. Same interface. Scroll down. Next part which says add user to database. Then I'll select both WordPress, then also WordPress. So I'll add both of them. I click on add. So I'll go ahead and choose all privileges. So in this we are giving access to all the functionality of our database to this user. Alright, so let us now go ahead and change some few things in the wp_config php file. Remember, that's where our WordPress configuration is. So you can manually change it in this file. So I'm going to head over to that file, then check for the db underscore name. Then I'll put our db name, then db underscore user. I'll put also our user, which we created previously. Then go ahead and put the password for our user. So I'll go ahead and put the password for our user. Perfect. Then when I check back to our website, it will show me the installer of WordPress. In this case, we are seeing that our WordPress website is beginning afresh. But in our case, since we already have our website already, we don't want to create a new WordPress installation. Rather, we want to go ahead and export our database from localhost, then bring it to our online hosting. So I'll go ahead and go back to our XAMPP running in the background, go to localhost, then I click on phpMyAdmin, then go to our previous WordPress database, click on it, then click on export, then go, which if I scroll down it's near right hand corner. I click on go ahead and export our database as an SQL file. After that process of exporting it, I can now go back to our online platform, go to the cPanel one more time, scroll down to phpMyAdmin, click on it, and to open up phpMyAdmin. Looks exactly like our localhost one. Difference is we don't have the new tab or the new button, because the new button is already taken care of by MySQL wizard. So I'll click on our database, which is code_WordPress. Then when it opens, I can click on import. I'll click on the button, which is add file. Then I will choose the SQL file. Then after choosing the SQL file, I can click on go. I'll wait for a couple of seconds, and you can see it's showing me uploading. Please wait. So once done, it will show me a green check mark. I go back to our WordPress, refresh to show me the website, but it will show me it kind of with missing links and some missing files, so it kind of looks a bit off. So but at least you can see some few things like the text is still working, which is alright. So let's go back to our phpMyAdmin, the online one. Then I go to wp_options. Now change the links. We'll change the first two entries, which says the site URL and home. So I will change them from localhost/WordPress to codeforuganda.org. So I'll remove those two of them. Then I paste codeforuganda.org in both instances and click go. Same goes for home. Then after doing that, the website will now look alive. I've uploaded our website successfully. That's it for today. Catch you in the next one. Feel free to leave a sub, and don't forget to ask questions in the comment area.